Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into this reading. I am the Channeling Goddess. Today we will be doing a Leo reading. I have already shuffled some cards as you can see, and I have set the intention that this message will find who it is supposed to find, and I ask that you be open to this message. Please remember to take what resonates and leave what does not. It is important that you keep that in mind because not all messages are meant for everyone, but I do hope that you find something in this message that you can take away. So we will go ahead and get started. Now before we do, like I always say, make sure that you take 3 mindful breaths. This just helps you to relax, but also helps you to get in sync with the reading, okay? So we'll get started, okay? First card is the 5 of Wands. Ooh, second card is the 10 of Swords. Okay. Third card is the Page of Pentacles. And your bottom deck energy is the 8 of Swords. Okay. So let me just sit with the cards for a minute. Okay. So your first card was the 5 of Wands, and to me that looking at that card with the 10 of Swords, this feels more like an internal battle, right? This does not feel like someone outside of, that you're fighting outside of yourself. This feels like an internal battle. This is several different voices, several different ideas, right? Several different, I don't know why I keep saying 7. Several different things that are happening within you, right? There's an internal war within you, and it may be because of something new you just started, right? Page of Pentacles. Okay. Spirit just said to let this go, right? You have the power to get yourself out of this mental battle, right? The 8 of Swords, whenever I see this card, I always notice how loose the ropes are on her, right? And sometimes we stay in a place because of fear, right? We won't let ourselves get out of this, this specific space because of fear, right? We will sit in something because it's quote unquote comfortable for us, but the whole time it's more detrimental. Like, look at her laying on the ground on this 10 of Swords. If you didn't see this part right here, you just saw her laying down, it looks like she's just relaxed and she's just calm, right? She's just enjoying her phone, but it's almost like she's ignoring the things that are going on with her mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever this may be. And Spirit is saying, you have the power to do this, right? You have the power to balance yourself. You have the power to get out of this 10 of Swords, whatever this is for you, whatever this looks like for you, whether it be depression, right? Whether it be, I don't know, maybe you feel unstable right now. Maybe you feel uncomfortable. Maybe there's some things happening with your job. Maybe there's some things happening with your children, right? Maybe it's just something that's happening with you, right? Because this does talk about an internal battle, right? If something else had came out, maybe I could see this, you battling with someone else, but this definitely seems like self, mutilation in a way, trigger warning. And I don't mean like physical, I mean of the mind, right? This is like mutilation of the mind. So be careful with the thoughts that you have, right? Especially if you are in a place of a new beginning, be careful with the kind of thoughts you have, right? Because those thoughts can set the tone for how you move forward in life, right? Those tones can set the tone for how you move forward in this space, right? And I think it's important to maybe you might need some alone time, right? Because I noticed that she is alone, right? Maybe you need some time in nature. Maybe you need some time to feel, right? I just got that message. Just feel, right? Be in the moment. Maybe just standing outside and feeling the wind on your face if you're in a place where you can do that. Or maybe, sitting in a place of meditation if that's something you can do. I personally, when I first started meditating, I just could not get it, right? for some reason, sitting there with my eyes closed, not saying or doing anything, it just did not work for me, right? So I learned that my version of meditation is singing, right? Or humming, right? So maybe find something that brings you joy, but also gives you a chance to be in a state of comfortability and peace, right? Because I think that that's what whoever it is that I'm feeling right now, it just feels like you're like it's an internal war and you need some peace, you need some relaxation, not just from the outside world but from your own mind. Okay. And I also pulled 2 extra Black Moon astrology cards. I do like to read these out of the book, but if I do get any messages outside of what is in the book, I'll make sure that I give those. So let's pull the first one over. Ooh, Mercury, the mind, right? Yeah, definitely correlates with what I was feeling with this 5 of Wands card and this 10 of Wands, right? Whatever this is, it is definitely in the mind. It is a war within yourself, right? Second card is Aquarius. I know. So you're aware of this, right? Whatever this is, you are aware of this. Like I said, it'll resonate with you who it's supposed to resonate with, right? You'll know if this feels right to you. Also, the number 3 may be significant for you. It's in this card and it's also in here, 23, right? So I'm going to read the first one from the book. I won't read all of it, but I will show it on the screen. Maybe you have time to take a picture if you want to read all of it, but I'll read some of it. So this is the first page. Hold it. Okay. And then I might have to hold one page at a time. So here is the second page and here is the third page. Okay. So if you want to take some time and read that, you can. I'll only read some of this. And maybe you'll get a message out of that. Okay, when the Mercury card presents itself in a reading, it is time to use all of your mental faculties to get your point across. Words and how you use them are very significant. It may mark a period where you either have to talk your way out of something or talk your way into something. Whatever the reason or occurrence, how you communicate through writing or speaking is of utmost importance here. Composition, writing, or editing may figure in. Now, while I was reading it, I got this message from Spirit that maybe whatever this turmoil that is happening within you, maybe it may be helpful to write it down, right? Sometimes getting it out of your head and on paper makes a difference, okay? I'm going to keep reading. It is not time to stay stagnant or to sit still. Beware of gossip and other scandals. The important thing to remember is that what you say in this situation can and will be used against you. So choose your words wisely. The planet Mercury also rules over technology. So if your question is about career or job, you can be certain mastering some new form of technology is about to come into play. Since Mercury is the planet of speed, you can expect to see fast developments, okay? So this card in a traditional deck would be similar to the Magician card. And some of the key ideas that's behind this card specifically is speaking, travel, speed, coordination, adaptiveness, arguments, and technology, okay? So make sure that you are careful on what you're thinking, right? If you have to be in a situation, maybe this internal war came about with something someone said to you, right? Maybe someone said something to you that made you just uncomfortable and it just didn't sit right with you, right? And now you're having an internal war. So if you do have to have a conversation with another individual, be mindful of what you say, right? Maybe it may even be helpful to write it down before you speak it. I know sometimes for me, I can be an emotional person, so sometimes I have to write things down before I can actually say them out loud to people, okay? So I'm going to read from the Aquarius book. I'm going to show you the first one, so you can maybe take a picture if you're interested, okay? And then here's the second page and the third page. Okay, so I'll read some of this from the book. Like I said, I won't read it all, but hopefully if you are interested in reading it, you can screenshot and read it for yourself, okay? Okay, Aquarius is very attracted to people. Aquarians are very attracted to people of other ethnicities and races. So if they decide to couple with someone, it's generally a person who does not come from the same background or sometimes even the opposite gender. Through all relationships, Aquarians will develop and grow often as some kind of artist. So it could be that whoever this is that you could potentially be dealing with, because this message could be for more than one person, that maybe it is someone that you're in a relationship with, right? And maybe you're having differences of opinion because you come from different backgrounds, right? Because maybe you're the opposite gender, maybe you're same sex, right? Maybe something about that, there's an opposition there that's allowing you or putting you in a situation where maybe there's conflict there. You may find yourself dealing with persons from an exotic or dissimilar background, those of different ethnicities or culture other than yours, from which you will learn greatly. So Spirit is saying be open to that, right? Be open to the differences, right? Not everything needs to be exactly the same, okay? This card in the traditional tarot deck would be the Star, right? So this card actually comes after the Tower, which kind of really correlates with this right here, right? It's like Spirit is saying, be open to whatever you've learned from this, right? Because I always say there's always a lesson a lesson to be learned in anything that you do, right? Whether it be good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, right? There's always a lesson to be learned, right? So maybe be open to the things that you don't necessarily see, right? Try and come at it from a different perspective, right? Try to see your differences as a blessing, right? And understand that conflict will come up when there is differences of opinion, when there is different individuals involved, right? But make sure that you're open and you're willing to listen, okay? Key ideas for this card is surprise, standing alone, the future, technology, outer space, mastery, and intricity. Eccentricity, I think is how you say it. But anyway, that is the message that I have for the Leos. I hope this resonates. I hope that you were able to find something that resonates with you in this reading. And I will be back for my next reading, hopefully sometime later on this week. I do not know what sign I'm going to do yet. I'm just waiting until it comes to me. And I actually dreamed about doing a Leo reading, so that's why I'm doing Leo today. But I really hope you find some comfort in this reading. I hope you feel heard and seen by someone else, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.